The Galactic Empire ruled most of the known galaxy. Their fleets were large, their weapons were powerful, and their soldiers had never lost a war. In a giant silver hall, the alien leaders gathered around a floating star map. Hundreds of planets glowed in blue light. One small planet blinked in weak green. Earth. An alien general laughed. He said Earth was small, divided, and slow. Another leader showed videos of humans arguing on news channels. Some humans protested. Some leaders blamed each other. The aliens believed Earth was weak and ready to fall. The Emperor gave a simple order. Send a small fleet, take Earth quickly, show the galaxy our power. Many alien officers smiled. They thought it would be an easy victory. Days later, a group of dark alien warships appeared near Earth. Huge shadows moved across the sky. Satellites stopped working. Panic spread across human cities. News reporters spoke with fear in their voices. Governments called emergency meetings. Some countries prepared to fight, others talked about surrender. From space, Earth looked confused and unprepared. Alien soldiers landed near major cities. They walked through empty streets and raised their flags. They broadcast messages saying Earth now belonged to the Empire. Many humans watched in silence. Some cried. Some shouted in anger. But no large human fleet appeared. The alien commander sent a proud message back to the Emperor. Earth is weak. Victory will be fast, but far away from the noise of cities deep under the cold ocean, something old and hidden waited in darkness. Under miles of water, a massive metal door rested on the ocean floor. It had been hidden for many years. No alien scanner had ever found it. No public map showed its location. Only a small group of human leaders knew the truth. Inside secret control rooms, human engineers sat quietly. Their faces were calm but serious. Red warning lights flashed across dark walls. One officer watched the alien ships on a large screen. He did not look scared. He looked ready. A message arrived from world leaders. The order was simple. Begin Phase 1. The officer nodded. He turned a metal key. Deep under the ocean, old machines slowly woke up. Giant engines hummed like distant thunder. Dust fell from steel walls. Lights turned on one by one, revealing a shape so large it filled the entire hidden base. It was a supercarrier, a ship bigger than anything humans had ever shown the galaxy. Back on the surface, aliens continued celebrating. They recorded videos of their soldiers standing on human buildings. Some even joked about turning Earth into a mining world. They believed humans were broken. But strange things began to happen. Alien scanners detected small energy signals from the oceans. At first, they ignored it. Earth had many storms and strange natural events, but the signals kept growing stronger. Alien scientists grew confused. "We are detecting something large," one said. "Very large, but hidden." The alien commander ordered deeper scans. Their machines tried to look below the ocean floor. But strange interference blocked their view. Unknown human technology was hiding something important. Meanwhile, human soldiers on land continued to act weak. They retreated from some areas and allowed aliens to feel safe. Secretly, they protected key locations and bought more time. Deep underwater, massive metal walls began to open slowly. Cold ocean water rushed into giant tunnels. A shape moved in the darkness, silent, powerful, and ready. Inside the supercarrier, thousands of drones prepared for launch. Pilots checked systems. Artificial intelligence systems came online. Screens showed the alien fleet positions. Human commanders watched without fear. One young engineer looked at the main screen and whispered, "They really think we are weak." The commander replied calmly, "Let them laugh just a little longer." On the surface, alien celebrations continued. They sent another proud message to the Empire. Earth will fall within hours. But at that same moment, a powerful signal burst from the deep ocean. Satellites across the planet picked it up. Hidden human bases activated at once. Across Earth, secret systems came online. In the darkness below the sea, the massive ship's engines burned with blue light for the first time in decades. A cold robotic voice echoed through the carrier. Project Leviathan, Supercarrier awakening. Far below the dark ocean, the giant human supercarrier slowly came to life. Blue lights moved across its metal walls like silent waves. Huge engines warmed up after many years of sleep. Inside the ship, thousands of crew members worked with calm focus. They did not shout. They did not panic. They had trained for this moment for a long time. Commander Elias Kane stood on the main bridge. He watched the alien fleet positions on a large floating screen. His face was serious but peaceful. He had known about Project Leviathan since he was young. Only a few people on Earth knew the truth. Humans had prepared for a day when the galaxy would come for them. Years ago, scientists and engineers had built the Supercarrier in secret. They worked deep underground and under the sea where no alien scanner could see them. The ship was not only large, it was smart. It carried thousands of drone fighters, powerful shield systems, and strange new weapons that humans had never shown to the galaxy. Above the ocean, alien soldiers continued moving through human cities. They laughed at broken human tanks and small aircraft. They believed Earth had already lost. Some alien officers even started planning celebrations for the final victory. But small problems began to appear. Alien patrol ships suddenly lost communication near certain ocean zones. A few drones sent to scan the water never returned. Strange signals filled alien radar screens. Scientists could not explain the growing energy readings. Humans do not have this kind of power, one alien officer said with confusion. The alien commander felt uneasy for the first time. He ordered all fleets to prepare for unknown threats. On Earth, human soldiers kept playing the role of a weak army. They slowly moved civilians to safe places. Secret bases opened inside mountains and deserts. Engineers launched hidden satellites that formed a silent network around the planet. Inside the Supercarrier, Commander Kane spoke to his crew. His voice was calm and clear. "We waited many years for this invasion," he said. "Our goal is not revenge. Our goal is survival and freedom. Stay focused." Thousands of screens showed the alien invasion force. The ship's artificial intelligence predicted enemy movements with perfect accuracy. Drone bays opened, and small unmanned fighters prepared for launch. Mechanics checked engines and weapons again and again. A young pilot named Mira watched the alien ships on her screen. She felt nervous but proud. "They think we are weak," she said quietly. Another pilot smiled. "Good, that gives us the advantage." Deep inside the ship, giant metal locks released with heavy sounds. Massive launch tunnels filled with ocean water. Pressure systems activated. Warning lights turned from red to green. The Supercarrier was almost ready to rise. At the same time, alien scanners detected a massive object moving below the ocean floor. The readings were huge, bigger than any known human ship. Alarm signals spread across the alien fleet. "Impossible," one alien scientist said. "Humans cannot build something this large." The alien commander ordered immediate investigation. Warships moved closer to the ocean zone. They prepared heavy weapons in case of a hidden enemy. On the human side, world leaders watched from secret command centers. Some felt fear. Others felt hope for the first time since the invasion began. They knew this was Earth's only chance. Commander Kane received the final message from Earth's United Council. It contained only 3 words: "Launch when ready." He took a deep breath and nodded. "All crew prepare for ascent," he announced. Across the massive ship, engines roared louder. Blue energy spread across the hull like lightning. Drone fighters lined up inside launch bays. Defensive shields activated and covered the carrier in glowing light. Above the ocean, alien ships hovered carefully. They aimed weapons at the water, waiting for whatever was coming. Soldiers felt nervous. The laughter from earlier was gone. Suddenly, the sea began to shake. Huge waves formed even though the sky was clear. A deep rumbling sound rose from the depths like a giant waking from sleep. Alien scanners screamed with warning signals. Inside the Supercarrier, Commander Kane gave one final order: "Open the ocean gates, begin surface rise." Massive doors under the sea slowly opened. Water rushed aside as an enormous shadow moved upward. The alien fleet watched in shock as a gigantic shape pushed toward the surface. One alien officer whispered in fear, "What have humans been hiding?" The ocean exploded upward as the Supercarrier began to rise toward the sky, and for the first time, the Galactic Empire realized Earth might not be weak at all. The ocean roared like a living storm. Waves climbed into the sky as a massive shape broke through the water. Alien ships moved back quickly, unsure what they were seeing. Then the giant human supercarrier fully rose into the light of the sun. Its metal surface shined with blue energy lines. Its size was greater than any alien dreadnought. For a moment, space became silent. Alien soldiers stared at their screens in disbelief. Some thought it was a natural disaster. Others believed their scanners were broken. The alien commander felt a cold fear for the first time since the invasion began. "All ships, battle formation," he ordered quickly. On the bridge of the supercarrier Leviathan, Commander Elias Kane stood calmly. The crew worked with quiet focus. Screens showed the alien fleet moving into attack positions. Thousands of human drone fighters waited inside launch bays like silent birds ready to fly. "Open communication channel," Kane said. A clear human voice echoed across space. "Galactic Empire fleet, you are ordered to leave Earth immediately. This planet is under human protection." Alien officers laughed again, but this time their voices were not confident. They believed their numbers were still enough to win. The alien commander gave the order to fire. Bright beams of energy shot toward the supercarrier. The human ship did not move. A glowing shield appeared around it like a blue star. Alien attacks crashed against the shield and faded away. "Drone wings, launch," Kane said softly. Massive hangar doors opened across the supercarrier's sides. Thousands of small human fighters rushed into space like a metal storm. They moved in perfect formation, guided by advanced AI systems. The alien fleet tried to track them, but the drones moved too fast and changed direction without warning. The first alien warship exploded within seconds. Human drones attacked its engines and weapons at the same time. Shock spread across alien communications. They had never seen such coordinated attacks from humans. Above Earth, the battle turned into chaos. Alien ships fired wildly. Human drones moved like a living swarm, cutting through enemy formations. Smaller human ships joined the fight, protecting cities below and attacking enemy landing forces. Inside one alien cruiser, a young officer shouted, "These humans are not weak." Back on Leviathan's bridge, the crew watched battle data carefully. Human losses were low. Alien fleets began to retreat slowly. Commander Kane stayed calm. "Do not chase too far," he ordered. "Protect Earth first." The alien commander called for reinforcements from nearby sectors. A larger Empire fleet began moving toward Earth at full speed. Galaxy-wide news channels picked up strange battle signals. Across many star systems, people saw live images of a giant human ship fighting an Empire fleet. Aliens across the galaxy felt shock and confusion. Humans were supposed to be weak. Instead, they were fighting like a hidden power. On Earth's surface, civilians watched the battle in the sky. Fear slowly turned into hope. For the first time since the invasion, alien landing forces began to retreat from cities. Human soldiers pushed forward and reclaimed lost ground. Back in orbit, Leviathan turned slowly toward the retreating alien fleet. Its main cannons charged with glowing light. A powerful beam fired across space and cut through 3 alien warships in one strike. The Empire fleet lost its formation completely. The alien commander sent a desperate message to the Emperor. "Humans have a supercarrier. Request full Empire fleet support immediately." On Leviathan, Commander Kane received a new alert. Long-range sensors detected the incoming main Empire fleet, hundreds of ships moving toward Earth. The battle was far from over. He looked at his officers. "We cannot fight the entire Empire here," he said calmly. "Prepare Phase 2. Engineers activated the supercarrier's warp core. Blue energy filled the engine room like a rising sun. Drone fighters returned to their hangars. Human ships formed a protective circle around Leviathan. The alien fleet watched with confusion as the human supercarrier began charging a massive jump drive. They expected humans to retreat in fear. But Commander Kane had another plan. He spoke to his crew one more time. "We defend Earth by ending this war at its source." The warp engines reached full power. Space around the supercarrier twisted with bright light. Human ships moved into tight formation. The alien fleet tried to stop them, firing everything they had, but it was too late. With a flash of blue energy, the giant human supercarrier disappeared from Earth's orbit, heading straight toward the heart of the Galactic Empire. And the real war now was about to begin. Blue light flashed across empty space as the human supercarrier Leviathan came out of warp near the outer borders of the Galactic Empire. Stars burned red around a giant gas planet. Dozens of Empire defense stations floated in orbit, guarding an important military supply zone. The alien officers at the stations did not expect enemies to appear so deep inside their territory. Alarms screamed across their command rooms. "What is that ship?" one alien officer asked in shock as Leviathan appeared on their screens like a moving city. Commander Elias Kane stood on the human bridge, calm as always. He looked at the large tactical display. "Primary targets, shipyards, weapon factories, and military bases," he said. "We do not attack civilians. We are here to stop their war machine." Human drone fighters launched again in perfect lines. Small human escort ships spread out to block escape routes. Leviathan's shield glowed like a blue sun as enemy cannons fired from nearby stations. Bright beams hit the shield, but the giant ship did not slow down. Inside the Empire base, alien leaders argued. Some wanted to retreat. Others wanted to fight to protect their pride. While they argued, human drones moved like silent hunters. They destroyed radar towers, power stations, and weapon platforms within minutes. Explosions lit up the dark side of the gas giant. Galaxy news networks began to broadcast emergency messages. "Unknown human supercarrier attacking Empire military zones," reporters said with fear. Smaller alien species across the galaxy watched carefully. Many had suffered under the Empire's rule for years. Some began sending secret messages to humans offering information and safe routes. On Leviathan, intelligence officers received hidden signals from rebel groups. These groups shared maps of Empire supply lines and weak points in defense systems. Commander Kane accepted the help, but gave one clear rule: no harm to innocent worlds. The human fleet jumped again, moving deeper into Empire space. They attacked fuel stations that powered large warships. They destroyed communication hubs that connected Empire fleets. Slowly, the Empire began to lose control over its own territory. The Emperor grew angry. He ordered his elite fleets to surround Leviathan near a red giant star system. Hundreds of powerful alien warships gathered there, forming a giant trap. They believed one large battle would end the human threat forever. Leviathan arrived at the red giant system hours later. The huge star burned bright red, lighting up the battlefield like fire. Alien fleets surrounded the human ship from every direction. On the human bridge, tension filled the air. Officers watched enemy numbers grow. Some young crew members felt fear for the first time. Commander Kane spoke calmly. "Stay focused. Remember the plan." Human ships spread out like they were trying to escape. Alien commanders smiled, thinking the humans were afraid. They pushed their fleets forward to close the trap. Then Kane gave a quiet order: "Activate Ghost Protocol." Suddenly, human ships changed direction at impossible angles. Hidden drones appeared from behind asteroids. Leviathan released powerful electronic waves that blocked alien sensors. Empire fleets lost communication with each other. Confusion spread quickly. Human drones attacked engines and shield generators first. Alien ships crashed into each other as their systems failed. Leviathan fired precise beams that cut through elite warships one by one. The giant red star reflected bright explosions across space. Inside alien command ships, officers shouted in panic. Their trap had turned into chaos. They had underestimated human strategy again. After hours of battle, the elite Empire fleets were broken. Many ships floated damaged. Others tried to run. Human forces did not chase civilians or surrendering ships. They focused only on military targets. Back on Leviathan, the crew watched the battle end. Losses were low compared to the damage done to the Empire. Commander Kane looked at the next target on the map: the Empire capital system. The heart of their power was now open. Across the galaxy, news spread quickly. "Humans have destroyed the Empire's elite fleets," people whispered. Some felt fear. Others felt hope for the first time in centuries. Kane turned to his officers. "Prepare for final phase," he said quietly. Leviathan's warp engines began to glow again, stronger than before. The human fleet formed up behind the giant ship. Their next jump would take them directly into the center of the Galactic Empire. And the fall of the Empire was about to begin. A storm of blue light filled space as the human supercarrier Leviathan came out of warp near the Galactic Empire's capital system. Hundreds of shining structures surrounded a massive golden planet. Giant defense platforms floated like metal moons. This was the center of Empire power, a place no enemy had ever reached. Alarms screamed across the capital. Alien citizens watched the sky with fear as the unknown human ship appeared. Empire commanders rushed into war rooms. The Emperor himself stood on a tall platform, staring at the image of Leviathan on a giant screen. "How did one human ship come this far?" he asked in anger. His generals had no answer. On Leviathan's bridge, Commander Elias Kane looked at the crowded system map. Enemy fleets moved quickly to defend the capital. Thousands of fighters launched from hidden stations. Massive shield rings activated around the golden planet. Kane spoke calmly to his crew. "We strike military targets only, and the Empire's control systems protect civilians." Human drone wings launched again, filling space like a dark cloud. Escort ships spread around Leviathan in a protective circle. The Empire opened fire first. Bright red beams crossed space like burning lines. Leviathan's shield flared with blue light as it absorbed heavy attacks. Human pilots moved with perfect coordination. Drones slipped through defense gaps and attacked shield generators around the capital. Small explosions appeared across the outer defense ring. Empire commanders shouted orders, but their communication systems started to fail. Human electronic attacks blocked their signals. Inside the capital palace, the Emperor grew furious. "Send the Imperial flagship," he ordered. The largest alien warship ever built moved forward, a giant black vessel covered with heavy cannons. Alien citizens watched from cities below as the massive flagship aimed at Leviathan. One powerful beam fired and hit the human shield. The impact shook Leviathan's bridge. Some crew members held their breath. Commander Kane stayed calm. "Charge Nova Array," he said quietly. Deep inside Leviathan, a new weapon powered up. Engineers watched rising energy levels with focus. Outside, human drones continued destroying defense towers and military docks. Alien fleets tried to regroup, but their systems were damaged. The Imperial flagship moved closer, confident in its power. Alien officers believed one strong strike would end the human threat. The flagship fired again, pushing Leviathan's shield to its limit. "Nova Array ready," a human officer announced. Kane nodded once. "Fire." A bright wave of blue energy burst from Leviathan like a rising sun. The wave spread across space and touched every major Empire warship. Instead of exploding, enemy shields shut down at once. Power systems failed. Engines stopped. The Imperial flagship lost its defense barrier. Human drones rushed forward immediately. They targeted weapons and engines, not life support. Explosions covered the giant flagship as it slowly broke apart. The Emperor watched in shock as his strongest ship was destroyed. Without their flagship, Empire fleets lost hope. Many ships surrendered. Others tried to escape the system. Human forces blocked military ships, but allowed civilian transports to leave safely. Across the capital world, alien citizens saw their rulers fall for the first time. Huge screens showed human messages across the sky. "We are not here to conquer. We are here to end oppression." Some alien people felt fear, but many felt relief. For years they had lived under strict Empire control. Now the Empire command network collapsed. Military leaders argued with each other. No clear orders came from the palace. On Leviathan's bridge, officers confirmed victory. "Empire defense grid offline, military command broken," one said. Commander Kane took a slow breath. "Send surrender request," he ordered. Within hours, most Empire fleets lowered their weapons. Some worlds declared independence immediately. The Emperor's palace lost power as human forces disabled its control systems without destroying the city. The war was over. But as victory messages spread across the galaxy, something unexpected happened. Leviathan's engines began to power up again, stronger than before. Human escort ships returned to formation. A young officer looked at Commander Kane with confusion. "Sir, where are we going now?" Kane looked at the stars silently. "Our mission here is finished," he said. "Prepare final broadcast." Outside, the giant human supercarrier turned away from the golden capital planet. Blue warp energy surrounded the massive ship once more. The Empire had fallen, but the humans were already preparing to disappear. The golden capital of the Galactic Empire floated quietly behind the human supercarrier Leviathan. Broken warships drifted in space like silent shadows. Fires on damaged stations slowly faded. For the first time in centuries, the Empire's command signals were gone. The galaxy felt different, calm, uncertain, and free. Inside Leviathan, the human crew worked in silence. No one celebrated loudly. They had completed their mission, but they knew their journey was not finished yet. Commander Elias Kane stood on the bridge, watching stars move slowly across the wide view screen. His face was serious, almost thoughtful. "Prepare final transmission," he said. Human engineers opened a wide broadcast channel across the entire galaxy. Signals traveled faster than light, reaching hundreds of worlds at once. Alien citizens gathered in homes, markets, and space stations to watch the message. Many expected humans to claim power over the fallen empire. Instead, Commander Kane appeared on every screen. He stood calmly in his uniform with stars shining behind him. "We are humanity," he began in a clear, steady voice. "We did not come to rule the galaxy. We came to stop a system that caused fear and suffering. The future belongs to free worlds, not empires." Across many planets, people listened in silence. Some aliens felt relief, others felt confusion. Many expected humans to stay and lead. Kane continued, "Earth does not seek control. Every world must choose its own path. Protect your people, work together, and never believe that small worlds are weak." The message ended. For a moment, the galaxy remained quiet. On Leviathan's bridge, young officers looked at Kane with questions in their eyes. One asked carefully, "Sir, are we not staying to help rebuild?" Kane gave a small smile. "Sometimes the greatest help is giving others the chance to stand on their own." Deep inside the supercarrier, a massive new system powered on. Blue energy flowed through giant rings hidden within the ship's structure. Engineers watched carefully as unknown coordinates appeared on screens. It was not a normal warp drive. It was something older, something mysterious, a hidden jump gate system discovered long ago. Outside, new galactic councils began forming. Smaller alien species met to discuss peace and trade. Some former Empire worlds declared independence. Others created alliances to protect each other. The galaxy was changing faster than anyone expected. Back at the fallen capital, alien citizens watched Leviathan slowly turn away from their world. Many ships that once feared humans now sent quiet signals of respect. Some pilots saluted as the giant supercarrier passed. Rumors spread quickly. Some said humans would return one day. Others believed they would vanish forever. On Earth, people watched the same images from their homes. Cities that once feared invasion now felt proud and united. Children looked at the stars and dreamed of exploring the galaxy one day. Inside Leviathan's engine core, power levels rose higher than ever before. A giant circle of light formed around the ship like a glowing doorway. Human escort ships moved into tight formation behind the massive carrier. Commander Kane gave one final order. "All systems ready. Begin final jump." A young engineer looked at the star map and whispered, "Destination unknown space." Kane nodded slowly. Humanity must remain a mystery, and for now. Across the galaxy, thousands of observers watched as the enormous human supercarrier moved toward the glowing gate. Blue energy surrounded the fleet. Stars twisted like water around them. Then in a single bright flash, Leviathan and the entire human fleet disappeared. No signal remained. No clear path could be tracked. Humans had vanished without leaving a trace. Years passed. New alliances grew where the Empire once ruled. Trade routes reopened. Worlds that had once lived in fear now worked together. Stories about the humans spread from planet to planet. Some called them protectors. Others called them ghosts of the stars. Sometimes deep space explorers reported strange blue lights far beyond known maps. Some claimed they saw a giant shadow watching from the darkness, but no proof was ever found. Children across many worlds learned a simple lesson from the old war. Never judge a planet by its size or its silence. And whenever people spoke about Earth, they spoke softly with respect, because once the galaxy laughed at humanity. Now it whispered its name like a legend among the stars.